Hello everyone, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc. and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc. and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc. and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program, and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day. How goes the family? How goes it? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional day. Well, I didn't think I was going to talk about this subject matter in regards to Deion Sanders because I'm just going to say full disclosure. If you've seen my content, you know I don't really follow sports like that. But one thing I will say with sincerity is I'm on the side of Deion Sanders, and because you have so many people that are opposing what he has done, and I'm going to get into my perspective, but we're going to first talk about obviously what Mr. Deion Sanders has done. But I will just say I don't oppose it. I'm all for it, and I'll tell the reasons why in a second. Got to get my good old sip of tea in. Last time I was on live, somebody thought I was drinking cognac. I said no, this is just good old mint black tea. So none of that nonsense. Anyways, okay. So let's get into it, family, and do the great thing for things like share and subscribe. That's what I usually always ask for. Thank you for the Cash App, the PayPal's, and the Venmo contributions. I always just put it back into my channel. Um, so it's like I greatly appreciate that. At the end of the day, family. But anyways, all right. So let's get into Mr. Deion Sanders is going to leave. He's leaving Jackson State University down in good old Jackson, Mississippi, which I think that's a part of the country I might check out. I've never been to Mississippi before. I know there's a lot of rich Black history there, and I know that even though Mississippi is one of the poor, Mississippi and Louisiana like the poorest states in the United States of America. I still would like to see it. I can't wait to go to New Orleans. I've never been there, so you know how it is when you travel a lot to the same place all the time. You want to be able to go someplace you've never been to before. You know what I mean? But anyways, so at the end of the day, it's only a year. It's been a year that uh, NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders um, convinced Travis Hunter, the high school cornerback, considered the nation's top recruit, to forget about Florida State University, a predominantly white school, and check out HBCU, historically black college known as Jackson State University. So, he's Deion Sanders, love him or hate him right now. He's done a lot of great things for HBCUs and bringing a lot more national, international attention to historically black owned colleges, which have had a lot of issues financially, which has had, and I'm for the HBCUs. Don't get me wrong. I did not attend one, but I'm for I get the significance of them, and I'm for them. And I think the people that have gone to these universities need to go back, contribute financially, and try to help out, because the main thing is it shouldn't be all on one football superstar. Got to get out of that nonsense. If you graduated from these universities, then you should come back and help out. If you're not going to work for them, then maybe just donate, be on some boards, things of that nature. Don't just get the degree and run away and things of that nature. So that's just one thing to take into consideration. But anyways, um, so at the end of the day, Dion, to make it short and sweet, um, Deion Sanders has decided to take a new job at the University of Colorado. He made this announcement this past Sunday. He accepted a football coach position there, and his apologies argued that Jackson State should be grateful to have had him for the 3 years that he stayed, and argued that Saunders needn't explain why he left for a bigger and more lucrative opportunity. And that's what the article says, and this is from MSNBC. At the end of the day, I don't think he does need to explain. He's because I was thinking about this on my way home from the gym today. Um, and I'm just gonna keep it simple. We live in a capitalistic society, love it or hate it, okay? And the moves one makes has to be, you can make great moves for your family and your people, all that great stuff, your community. But at the end of the day, the economics have to be there, and it has to be right. And if you feel like you've done all you can do at a specific job, because bear in mind he was an employee at Jackson State University, and and another lucrative opportunity comes available, then I don't see what the problem is. Because there are critics of this, but it's like in any job. I don't care who you are, what your name is. In any job, for my working people, you are going to understand what I'm saying. Most people get a raise in today's world not by staying with a significant raise, because you majority of the time when one gets a raise at their job, unless it's a promotion, the raise is very insignificant after taxes. And remember that earned income is taxed the highest than any other income in this country, regardless who's sitting in the White House, State House, and the Mayor's House. All right. Anyways, I digress. But I will say at the end of the day that most people get a raise by getting a new job in the United States of America. And it has really been like that for the past 18 to 20 years in this country. There was a time where people, they where you work for a company or even a government entity and you got significant raises. You had a good pension plan, but those days are over with for the most part in most job markets. All right. Most people don't have pensions anymore. They have a thing called 401k, and that was just a great thing that corporate America figured, hey, we can save so much money by not having pension plans for people. One, and then number two, we can help the U.S. economy out, and this is where it worked out for government entities. We can help the economy out by ensuring that people invest in the stock market, because we don't have enough people investing in the stock market. Most people, especially back then, because it wasn't quote unquote the information age, they did not understand at least the one-on-one aspects of the stock market. Most working people did not, compared to now, because you can just Google it and watch a YouTube video for like 5 seconds, and you can get the one-on-one aspects of how to invest in the stock market and how it can benefit you, trading, the whole nine. There's so many schools and classes out there that teach people this stuff. It's a very normal thing now. It's not abnormal as much as it used to be 20, 30 years ago in the United States of America. That's why in the movie, if you see the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio played the character of the Wolf of Wall Street. They were able to take advantage of so many people when it came to investing their money and putting it in crappy stocks, and then they were just collecting the commissions, because the commissions were higher dealing with penny stocks compared to regular stocks. So that's a whole nother thing, a whole nother debacle and whatnot. But it was easier for them to scam people out of money because people didn't have as much access to information back then than they do today. So that's just something to take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, most people, when it comes to getting a job, getting a raise, they do the crazy thing by getting a new job. And that's how it's been for me. I've gone from job to job, and that's how I was able to, get a lot more money by going from job to job every year, every other year, and whatnot. Staying at the same job was not a cup of tea for me until I started making money outside of my job, and then it was not a big deal, straight up and down. But a lot of people just don't see it that way, and I get it. But at the end of the day, Deion Sanders has an allegiance to him, his future, and his family. He does not have allegiance, quote unquote, to the African American community, whether you love it or hate it. He is a businessman. He's doing business. That's what it is. Okay. And that's how business works. And people are mad about that. But it's like I said, if you, because I'll question anybody, hey, even though he's got his money is right with regardless of whatever university he works at, he has plans for the future. There's rumors allegedly that he wants to become, because I know he lives in Dallas, Texas, that he wants to coach the Dallas Cowboys. So he's trying to get enough experience in order for him to become an NFL coach. There's nothing wrong with that. That is an attainable goal. He used to be an NFL player. Now he wants to be an NFL coach, and he's getting great experience coaching university teams. He's gone as far as he can go at Jackson State University, especially given the fact that my man, during the water crisis, this is a state capital. I didn't even realize they said even in a state capital, there's still dirt roads and whatnot in that state capital, which is crazy. But when they had the water crisis, which it wasn't the fault of the school, it was the fault of the city and the state government, really the state government, because I know they were playing politics and all that stupid nonsense. That's another story for another day. That's why I don't like politics, because you're going to find corruption regardless who's sitting in these positions. But anyways, it's the fact that because I have to ask anybody, if you're at a job and you've gone as far as you can go, and you see opportunity on the other side of the fence, that's going to help you not only make more money but get you more experience and whatnot, so that you can obtain your goals in life and what you're trying to do, you'd be a fool to not take it. But if you're and if and the thing, that's my mindset. That's and this is for the people that have goals, because there's a lot of people that work their jobs. They have no goals outside of their jobs right now. There's nothing wrong with that. They're perfectly content doing what they're doing, and then they don't have an issue doing that until the day they die. Nothing wrong with that. But don't hate on the next man or woman or child that has goals and aspirations outside of what you have going on. That's why who you hang out with. That's why I barely hang out with anybody anymore. Because if they're not motivating, I don't really want to be around them. I don't want to be around people that have this, I call a worker retirement mindset, meaning that people have jobs, they get paid great money, and that's the end of the line. It is the most depressing thing to me to be around people that's the end of the line. They're retired. You have people who retire mentally, not physically, but mentally at 30 years old and 40 years old, because they have no goals and aspirations outside of what they're doing at that point in time. And they're perfectly content with doing that till the day they die. I ain't with that. I'm not with it. Forget it. Period. No, thank you. All right. I will say that. But at the end of the day, I don't see an issue with the opportunity that he has going on. Because here's the thing: for anybody else that wants to make Jackson State University um, go to the top, or anybody else that wants to take HBCUs to the next level, then you have to ask yourself the question: what are you doing on a day-to-day basis to contribute to HBCU schools, and not just the sports programs either, the academics of it all, ensuring that the place has adequate facilities for the students there. Because I never forget, I think it was last winter that you had students in freaking Howard University sleeping in the hallways because the freaking the dorms was all jacked up and whatnot. I'll never forget that. Or they were sleeping in a gym or something to that effect. People are paying college, getting in debt, going to a freaking university, and they don't have adequate facilities for them to sleep at. So that's just because my mindset is this: the future of HBCUs, it's all about the people that attend there and the people that work there, and the people that have come from these places. And I'm not mad at you being a part of a sorority or a fraternity and all that great stuff, but what are you doing from an economic standpoint to ensure that the facilities remain what they are and what they can be? That's another story for another day. Because what's the point of going to a university if it's going to turn into a crap hole? You know, that's my whole thing at the end of the day. But a lot of people don't want to look at it like that, and that's fine. Do what you got to do at the end of the day. But that's just my personal opinion, and I gotta leave it at that. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that is my perspective. That's why I don't have an issue with Deion Sanders doing what he did. You know, anybody that has goals and aspirations outside of their job, and and you're supposed to, in today's world, working people have to have a somewhat of an entrepreneurial mindset in regards to not only making money outside of their job, but what's next. Don't get in the comfort zone. We all get guilty. We are all guilty of getting in the comfort zone because we don't want to move on and move elsewhere and whatnot. I know so many people that they're so content with their job, but their pay is not going to go up, or their skill sets are not going to go up because they're not doing anything outside of the box of what they're doing on a regular basis. And I'm not ashamed to say this. I don't care how content you are with your job. If your job were to disappear tomorrow, what would you do? What economic backup plans do you have? That is my problem when I hear people say I'm content with my job. Now, when somebody says I'm content with my business that I own, that it's lucrative, that's a beautiful thing. But even then, what is your backup plan? We don't live in the day and age and there's nothing wrong working at a factory, but we don't live in a day and age where you're going to work the assembly line for 30 to 40 years and collect your pension and you'll be taken care of for the rest of your life. Those days have been dead for almost 30 years now, not just 20, but 30 years now across the United States of America. You have to have a lucrative business mindset, regardless of what profession you are in, or regardless of what business that you own. Because one thing I can say, with people I see immigrating here from all over the world and whatnot, that's the mindset that they have. They don't have that. I'm going to do this because things are a little bit better here compared to and compared to my home country. I'm going to live in this one house and I'm working this one job, and that's going to be the end of that. That is the wrong mindset to have. And clearly, Mr. Deion Sanders, who's a guy who doesn't really even need these jobs, has that mindset. A guy who's already financially well off, he still has that hunger. And that's the thing to really just take into consideration. My man still has that hunger. Do you? Because it's easy to lose that hunger. It's very easy, very, very, very easy to lose that hunger, you know, Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Ross. Appreciate that. I'm proud for Coach Prime. It's nothing wrong with change, and Coach Prime will turn Colorado into a powerhouse. And that's what it is. That is the realest thing I heard right there. That is what it is. Let's just keep it real. He said, I wish Coach Prime was the head coach of my team, the Texas Longhorns. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I love Houston. I love Texas. I love Houston. But hey, I ain't mad at you. But that's just real stuff right there. And that's all I came out here to say tonight. I couldn't thank you, Ross. I greatly appreciate that. But that's just real. You got to make money moves. It's what it is. Like I said, whatever job you're working at, you better not think about being there for the rest of your life, because that's a fool's mindset right there. Because what if they close down tomorrow? If the pandemic, if the 2007 economic downturn didn't teach you that, and the freaking 2020 pandemic didn't teach you that, then nothing will. Period. All right, nothing will teach you that. And Deon Sanders is a man who's got his stuff together, and he's still got that economic hunger for to do things in life. So, Coach Prime, do your thing. I'm not mad at you. I wish you all the best luck in the future, and anybody else who has goals and aspirations and what they want to do. It was his choice, it's his life, and that's all that matters. All right, just like when you get a new job or you start a new business, it's your choice, it's your life, so they can write what you got to do. All right, so on that note, do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great evening, and as I always say, be like Deon Sanders, aka Coach Prime. Make money moves, or you're gonna live, bro, like a fool. I'm out.
Mike, now. Mike, now.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.